All right, guys, today I'm up against my nemesis, the back nine at Indianhead Golf Course right out here in central Wisconsin, trying to do something I've never done on this nine, and that's shoot in the 30s. Join along. Let's see how I do. So the back nine at Indianhead. This place has owned me since I was a kid. I've played here quite a bit the last year or two just because I've moved back into this area. It is a really narrow nine. Strategy, we're gonna mainly keep the driver in the bag. Yeah, just try to be accurate on our approach shots and see how low we can go. All right, second shot here on hole 10. Hole 1 as you're watching the video. Downhill, 135 yards. I'm just gonna try to go with an easy 9-iron. Sit down. Pretty good shape. Should have about 15-20 feet left for bird. All right, so quick, just a couple sub quotas for this round. We're looking for 5 fairways in regulation, 6 greens in regulation, no double bogeys, no penalty strokes. All right, guys, hole 11, par 5, 507 yards. It's narrow. We're gonna stick with a 3-wood here, see if we can put one in play. Okay, so I came up here with 3 clubs, my 7-iron, my 5-iron, and my 3-iron. This rough is super deep. I'm gonna end up going with a 7. I'm just trying to get this out past the 150 marker and keep it a little to the right side of this large pine, which you can see right in front of me. Draw. Unfortunately, where that's sitting, we might not have a clean line to the green. As usual out at Indianhead, the odds are not stacked in our favor today. You might have been able to tell on hole 10, they just punched the greens. So there's some fresh sand, and they're just a little bit hairier than usual, a little bit predictable, less predictable in terms of how the ball is gonna roll. You gotta block out all the negativity, just try to make golf shots, do what we can to keep it as close to par as possible. All right, so third shot on hole 11. As you can see, I've got an obstruction of trees that is blocking the green, which is, I can see the pin from here. You probably can't see it on camera. 115 yards. I'm gonna go gap wedge because I'm afraid with a pitching wedge, if I go too far as I try to cut this corner, could just fly over the green. So deep rough, but we're gonna go to the gap wedge and also try to avoid that sand trap that's guarding the front of the green. Ultimately, that's almost exactly where I was aiming, so let's see if we can go up and down. So hole 12, par 4, 380 yards, kind of straight up the hill. Pretty narrow. I've elected to go driver here, probably one of just a couple times. I'll take it out of the bag today. See if we can hit a straight one out there. All right, so I'm really pleased with that drive. Dead center of the fairway, 128 yards left. A little bit downwind, so that's why we're taking a pitch wedge, see if we can knock one in close. Just didn't quite catch all that one, just short and right of the green. Okay, hole 13, the first of 2 par 3s on the back 9. I measured it at 158 yards to the flag, but we are shooting into a breeze, a little bit into the sun. Rather than try to muscle a 7 in there, I'm gonna go with a smooth 6, just see if we can get one on the green. Obviously a very difficult and a very intimidating shot here. I'm not exactly sure where that ended up with the sun. I just couldn't quite see. All right, hole 14, short par 4 that doglegs off to the right. You're really looking at a placement shot off the tee. I've got a 3-iron. Just want to knock it out past the 150, get it far enough to give ourselves a clear angle at the second shot into this small green that's guarded by a pond on the right. Oh. You guys aren't going to believe this, but that kicked backwards, and I think that's findable. Just hit off the tree and went right back into a corner behind the red tees. We're gonna see if we can find it. Really unfortunate, first just bad swing of the day. Didn't like that I set up on the right side of that tee box, and if I could do it again, I would set up on the left. Bad mistake on my part, and you're gonna have those. All that we can do about that. Let's see if we can find this ball though. That's why I'm leaving the camera on here, just to see, because I saw it bounce backwards, so there is a chance that we can get out of this without a penalty. It bounced right down behind this tee box. And yeah, unfortunately, I'm not, nope, it's right here. Callaway 3. So we're gonna make an attempt to punch this out. Probably won't be able to get the camera behind the ball to watch it in flight. We'll see if we can find a way to salvage a bogey here. Probably the best we can do, sitting right here right now. What do you do? I'm just showing you this one as well so you can kind of get a look. I'm going to spin the camera around. Ball ended up right down here. There's a flag back there, and it's guarded by water. So not a lot. We're going to try to punch it out to the left of the green and hopefully trickle it on. Okay, so I've got just over 100 yards left here. No way to really get the ball in the air and on the correct line to get by the flag without hitting a little cut. So with the 7-iron, I'm going to try to hit a low punch, keep it below this limb, and bounce maybe 10-15 yards shorter of the green, and then trickle on up somewhere in the green. Hopefully give ourselves a chance at par. Kind of unrealistic. Let's just try to get it close to the green and hopefully go up and down and save a 5. Hole 15, the second of the 2 par 3s. A little much more open on this one, but water to carry in front. This is probably the most open hole until like hole 17, hole 18 on this 9. 165. I'm going full send with a 7-iron. Into the wind just a little bit. Oh my God. Two massive pulls in a row. Not quite sure what's going on with that. All right, so we were fortunate enough to stay in bounds, went over the trees that you saw on the left, nestled up pretty close to the cart path, which is right behind me. Now I got about 40 yards to the stick and a sand trap to carry. This is a situation, I'm gonna try to get it on the green. Not too much finesse here, just try to get it on and 2-putt for a bogey. Wait. Okay, so from where I was sitting back there, I'm really happy with that little pitch shot we had into this green, about as close as I probably could get it. without taking too much risk. This one should break from my right to left. I'm playing it about 2 cups out, about 10 feet for par. I think on non-punch greens, that makes it in, but it's no excuse. Got to get it to the hole. Okay, so we come to the 16th. The 16th is the #1 stroke hole on this course. Par 5, double dog legs. There's a pond out to the right side at about 240. You want to hit it short and left of that pond. Hit your second shot into about 125, and then your third shot into an angled green. Really tough hole. If we're going to shoot a 39, we've got to survive this hole right here. I did par this the last time we played it. I'd sure like to par it again today. That is right on the edge of being out of bounds. We'll find out when we get up there. This course is tough, folks. All right, looking for our ball after the drive on hole 16. It does not look like we stayed in bounds. This is the penalty drop. Spent a couple more minutes looking for the ball here on 16. Couldn't find it. It's important to note that I said, I wanted to hit 5 fairways, 6 greens, and no penalty strokes. Those were the quotas I set for this round. Obviously, I didn't hit any of them. We're likely to shoot in the 40s. However, we can get out of this with a bogey and potentially get a birdie on one of the last 2 holes. We still could beat 30. So let's see what we can do. So at the start of this video, right, and the purpose I made this video, because this course, of course, is my nemesis. As you can tell, I wasn't lying. Super discouraging, to say the least. We just dropped 6 here, approximately 75 yards away, hoping to go up and down for a 7, but quite frankly, we're probably looking at an 8 at best here. Okay, maybe 10, 15 feet below the hole. Hit that fat as well. Just got to get that ironed out. Yeah, so, I think one thing that's tough in this particular situation is after being 1 over through the first 4, there was hope. Not a ton of hope because I knew the holes that were coming up and just how tough this 9 is. To hit 3 bad shots in a row like I did on this hole, just super discouraging. Hoping I could make this putt for 7 and then go birdie to finish. That would get the job done. Let's just try to make this putt first. Okay, second shot here, 90 left into a breeze. It's gonna go full send sandwich here. There's that pole again. Wow. All right, on to 18. I guess if there's a silver lining today, it's that we went up and down 4 times. And had we made that putt on 15, it actually would have been 5. So, but it's tough to find a lot of solace in that. Let's see if we can make a par and get the hell out of here. I actually have no idea where that went. I know we're at the end of the video, but I just had to share. I really had no idea where that ball went. So I made 2 laps around the 18th green over here. Finally spotted it right here. It's got SFT marked on it, so that's mine. All right, let's see if we can go up and down for par. That took a hellacious bounce. I got at least 30 feet for par. And that's why Indianhead Golf Course is my nemesis course. What do you say? We'll take a look at the stats. Not my best round of golf. And as you can also see, I did not make a single one of my goals today. So in order to get this done, the back nine of Indianhead Golf Course, we're gonna have to find a way to play better golf. That's all there is to it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.